Hey eBay sellers, it's Suzanne A. Wells. Welcome back for another video. This is video number 137 on my channel, and we are going to talk about a BOLO today, and that stands for Be on the Lookout. These are high profit items that are findable, but takes a little work to find them, and these are things you always want to be on the lookout for because they are such high profit items. And the item today is Christopher Radko Christmas ornaments. But first, I want to thank our sponsor for this 30-day video challenge, the Basic eSales Bookkeeping Spreadsheet. This is bookkeeping designed for eBay sellers by an eBay seller. It's an easy to use Excel spreadsheet compatible with PC or a Mac. It tracks inventory, sales, expenses, mileage, and you can put your BOLOs on the list. And I've been using it since 2011. The creator, Vicky Stewart, created really good tutorial videos to show you how to use it. So if you're not familiar with Excel, it's really easy to learn to use this. And she provides outstanding customer service through email. You can email her anytime you have a question or need some help. So let's get into today's video. Okay, Christopher Radko. If you have not heard of this artist or this brand, let's go ahead and read the history first so you'll know how this came about. And this has a real interesting story. So I'll just read this to you real quick. Once upon a holiday night, a Christmas tree fell and startled the Radko family household. With more than 1,000 vintage, mouth-blown glass ornaments broken to bits, Christopher was distraught. Searching endlessly to replace them, he found nothing quite good enough to replace his treasured memories. He soon realized that the only option was to start from scratch. Thus began the creation of Christopher Radko Ornaments. With nothing but his Christmas memories to build upon, Christopher enlisted a Polish glass blower and went to work recreating his family's lost heirlooms. The project went so well that by 1985, 60 unique designs were debuted and respected business was created. Today, after 30 years of designing and creating, the Christopher Radko Company has produced more than 18 million fine European glass ornaments that have become part of a family tradition across the United States. And then he got into other home decor items, different lines of ornaments, and it just grew from there. So I wanted to show you what these look like. They are just exquisite. They are just beautiful glass blown ornaments in very vibrant colors. And once you learn what they look like, you will be able to recognize them. This is the kind of thing that you find at an estate sale because sometimes the children of the owners, the grown children, don't know the market value of these. And I have found that going into estate sales and also working in the real estate business for a short time last year, um, that when it's an estate situation, the families just want to get it done and move on. And sometimes they let things go, knowing that they're not getting top dollar. But dealing with an estate is a very emotional thing. It's not just all the stuff, but a parent or a sibling has passed, and it's just a very emotionally draining situation. So sometimes at the estate sales, items are just marked down just to get rid of them and so that the family can move on. So keep that in mind that these are out there and you will find them. I've actually seen them in thrift stores before because they got donated, and people didn't know their value or just didn't care. They were just, donating and cleaning out, downsizing, whatever. So now you can see that the prices on these aren't extremely high. I mean, $60 to $70 for an ornament is pretty expensive, but what makes these expensive is that a lot of them are limited edition and they're collectible and they were only made 1 year. So, like things like Barbies or some of these other collectibles that were only made 1 year, like some of the Hallmark ornaments are collectible for this reason. Um, that's what's going to bring the big money is if you find a collectible one. So this is Christopher Radko right here, and he's a real person. He's been on Oprah, Today Show, all over. He's in the media, doing interviews from time to time. So he's actually a real person out there that still runs the company. And these ornaments are sold at major retailers in addition to on the Christopher Radko site. So again, let me sort these by price. They're not extremely expensive, brand new, but still $50 to $70 for a Christmas ornament is a lot to me. Um, and they appreciate over time if they're collectible. I know people that have these, and they're the older ones that were created back in the late 80s, and they've sold for several $100s. So it just depends on what you find, and you've got to look it up and determine the value. But don't feel like you can just go to Macy's and buy some of these to flip. It doesn't work like that. You want the older ones, the collectible ones, the limited edition ones. So let's go over to eBay here and see what what there is. I just put in Christopher Radko to show you that there are different types of items. Um, there's paintings, there's home decor, all kind of different things like that. So it's not just Christmas ornaments. So be on the lookout for Christopher Radko anything. Um, I'll tell you that I know the Disney ones do really well. And let me just show you what some of those are. So here's a whole set of Disney Christopher Radkos that sold for 250. It's one ornament sold for 225, and these are completed of any condition, because collectors, if they're liquidating their collection or you go to an estate sale, these could be new. Um, so I'm just showing you that either way. They're valuable and you could actually find them new. I have found them in the boxes before. So this is another Disney set that went for 174.50. If you are in or around a Disney area, like either one in California or Orlando, you may find these. Or anybody who visited Disney and brought these back. So I think these are just beautiful. Here's a Cinderella that went for $134. Let's just take a look at all ornaments because there's many different themes, and it's just really beautiful artwork. There's Halloween ones. These are the Frankenstein and Wolfman. Um, this is another set of three that went for almost $300. They have just the basic ball ornaments. There's the Disney one again. Here's a monster Bride of Frankenstein one. So you can see they come in all different themes, not just Christmassy looking stuff. Um, so just be aware of what this is. Here's a Dr. Seuss set. That's really cute. Be aware of what this is. And I do want to mention that one of our consignment sellers on my consignment directory was recently contacted by someone in Palm Springs, California, who had a collection of these. He had 900 of them to sell on eBay, and he contacted someone on my list, and she is working with him to sell this collection for commission. I think her commission is 50%. So you can imagine if each ornament is worth, $50 and he's got 900 of them and she's making 50% commission, what you can do with a consignment business, because 95% of the people in the United States do not know how to sell on eBay. They don't want to learn. They just want to find somebody to do it for them. So you could be that person, and this is the kind of thing that could pop up as a collectible that someone wants you to sell. So I'm going to do a follow-up video with this consignment seller once she gets into this process to let us know how that went. But these are highly collectible. They're out there. I actually have a friend who has been collecting them since it came out, and she has thousands of dollars worth of these that she puts on her Christmas tree every year. So just be aware of what these are. Again, the name is Christopher Radko, and they are just these beautiful, sparkly, hand blown Christmas ornaments that they're out there and you can find them if you know to look for them. So I hope that helps you and have a great day on eBay. Bye.